There's free labor inside L1. You don't see the inmates and the maintenance crew doing the free labor. Inmate inside the hole, the officer and supervisor. Inmates doing the work, free labor. Inside Alabama's population correction. Inside, that's the inmate laborer right there doing the maintenance work. See him in the toolbox, putting tools up. They inside that closet right there, doing some work. You can see the door open that he's working in. He's doing the free labor. And that's the man that's getting paid for the job right there. He gets paid for it. But he ain't doing none of the work. Tools and stuff, little ladder, stuff they use. Them the maintenance, that's the maintenance, one of the supervisors right there. Them the carts, them the two guys right there are part of the maintenance crew. The thing about the maintenance crew is I've been here 4 years, I ain't never saw it integrated. It's always all white inmates. Not saying that the people who are part of the process are prejudiced or anything. That's just the way, it works out. That just so happens that, recommendations come from people who are already on the crew. And the recommendations seem to go one way for whatever reason. The maintenance people don't have the authority to hire. It falls down on the administration, but it seems to be the same process. There, never saw African American on the crew, never saw Mexican American or Mexican or anybody. It's always the same. Those two guys are inmates. They've been on the crew for a while. The little guy on the left, call him Ewok. The other guy is Tommy. You can see the supplies and stuff off of the second cart. I don't know where the rest of the maintenance workers at, but there's a few more. We're gonna just wait a few minutes. The ones that are inside the block that we just saw working in the closet, they should be coming out at any second. So we're just gonna hold tight for a minute. Okay. That's a kitchen worker right there pulling up, talking to the maintenance. You can see him with his boots on. He's probably finna get ready to go to work in the kitchen in just a few minutes. Free labor, abound within the Department of Corrections. Overcrowdedness and inhumane living conditions, and they don't have to go to school or get an education or anything like that, but they have to report to these state jobs. They can be rolled up, they can be assaulted. There's another free world maintenance person pulling up. That was one of the guys who was inside the block we were just looking at. There's another inmate that's working with him. He'll probably be out in a minute. But those guys deserve to get paid too. They do a lot of work. They do the plumbing, they do the electrical work, infrastructure, some welding or something like what you saw the guy doing inside the closet. They do all of that type of stuff. Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of labor. They change all the light bulbs. They fix all the holes and stuff. And, they don't get compensated for it. And the reason why they're not compensated is because the money that's budgeted to the state and the money that's available, federal government grants and whatnot, they don't use that money for education. They don't use that money for rehabilitation. They don't use that money for anything but to put another body inside of the prison so that they can continue their process of free labor.